Alright, we're going to be replacing the door speakers and rear speakers in a Ford FG Ute with the stock head unit. So I bought these JVC 300 watt 6.5 inch, and both door and rear speakers are 6.5 inch for the FGs. It could be the same for BF and BA, but I'm not sure. And here we are. Yeah, they're pretty good, but not. And here are the stock ones. So this is like paper. This is like horrible. So hopefully it should be a big difference. But okay, so I've already done this side, and I'll quickly show you guys. Okay, here's a speaker that I've already installed, as you can see here, and this is the cover for them. But I'm not going to use these covers because it leaves the stock covers holes here and doesn't look the best. So we're just reusing the stock covers in here. And this side I've already finished, and I'll be showing you how I've done the other side. Alright, to pull off these covers, it can be a bit fiddly, but I'm using a flathead screwdriver. Got to sort of push under here. Pop the clips out like that. Just pop out of those holes there. Just when you get one, just pop them out like that. And there's the stock speaker. And so next, we need to pull off this one here. I normally just try and pull this back like that. Just pull here. Make sure you don't try your best not to break anything. Pull there again like that. Then there should be another clips about here, here, and then here and here. But you should go and try. There we are. Did 2 clips there. Pull that off there. Then with this. Yeah, it's a bit hard with one hand, sorry about this. It's poor filming, but with this one, sort of just with this, sort of pull here, like so. Pull it out. Alright, and there's a clip on here with this one, so just sort of like pop that out, which I have done. Pull this out, so you're able to pull this out from underneath. Okay, so I've pulled this out of underneath like so. So now I've got exposed to the speaker here. It can be a bit tricky with this here, but it's a lot easier than not taking it out. And then do these ones here, these bolts here, which we'll undo. And this bolt here is actually a 7mm bolt, which is not even 8mm bolt, which is a bit annoying. One here, here, and one underneath here. There's not one on this corner here. 1, 2, 3. Just be able to pop it out like I have done. And there's one clip here with the plug. Pliers, you want to grab there and there and pull out. So it's hard to film with one hand, but yeah. And because I'm going to use the stock spacer, I'm not going to be using a different one. I'm going to have to pull the speaker out of here, and it is glued, so you're going to have to sort of pry this off there, sort of pry around the speaker to get the glue off. And this is if you're wanting to use the stock spacers, otherwise you just leave it. Okay, the speaking is off the spacer now, but there's a plug in here, and I've tried so many ways to try and get this out, but I can't. And the only way I've found is to heat up the metal and melt it and push it out. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so I pulled this clip out, like so. Now that clip is free. Now I'm going to be pulling out that clip as well. Now I'm heating up the metal part so it pulls through the plastic. And try not to burn anything if you are trying to do this. Okay, both contacts are free now. And the plug, it's a little bit melted, but yep. Okay. Okay, for my JVC speakers, these plugs are too wide on the speaker for this plug. So what I'm doing is, come with this wire here. I'm going to be plugging that into there like so. Okay. And so I've crimped these plugs onto here, and I'm going to be doing this side. So that will go into the plug. Okay, and screws like so. They should match up with each speaker. Okay, wires are in plug like so. And now let's see if the speaker will work. That was fine. Yeah, it's definitely working. Okay, speaker is in place. So now we just have to put the screws back in. Okay, so now we just have to put this back. Okay, so now we have the speaker in place. All back together. Okay, now for the cover. I start at the bottom and then work around the side, then around this side to push them in and finish at the top. It can be a bit tricky to get it in, but yeah. Okay, so we are all done for the rear speaker now. Both sides are in. I know I only filmed the one, but both sides are in now. So yeah, now I'm going to be replacing door speakers. You need to undo, there's one screw under this rubber here. There should be one here and here. And then yeah, we'll undo those. These bolts are Torx 325. And we pull off this here. Pull that off, starting from here. Okay, pull that off here like that. There we go. Oh jeez, that one doesn't look too good, does it? But on there. Okay, we'll pull out door thingy. Okay, now we can pull the door. There's two wire clips here, and then we have the handle clip, which we'll undo. Okay, and there are several clips along the door that you're going to be needing to pull out. Okay, door card off like so. And you see here, we have this, the handle. We pull that like that, off like that, pretty easy. Now we just have these two plugs here, which we need it like that. I found this plug a bit tricky, so I actually pulled it out of the door. And when that's in there, you have to get like a screwdriver underneath there and like pry that out. So yeah, now we can just pull door cut off like so. Okay, here we are. We have this one there. Then I'm gonna undo these. 1, 2, 3. Okay, for the FG, I do need front spacers because this isn't a bolt-on for the front. So I'm going to get front spacers. And if you're looking to grab them, this is the code number. Front spacer and rear spacer. That's that there. If you want to get it for FG. So yeah, I'm gonna have to grab that spacer. Now I'm going to be doing the other door now, which is the same thing. Okay, here we have the front 6.5 front speaker spacers for Ford FG. Here we are. Okay, here we have the spacers here, and it does not have a plug socket here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm probably just going to drill, or try my best to drill a night hole on the side. Do the same thing I did before. Because of the stock spacer was attached to the speaker, I'm gonna have to use some of my own screws. Just grab some of these small screws here. Okay, so here we have the speaker, and it's got screws there. And I've drilled 2 holes there. Okay, so now I'll cut these wires shorter and use plugs to plug them in. So now I want to put these 2 plugs on there. So now that is all clipped up. Okay, this side's all finished. I just need to do the same to the other side. And yeah, so it's the same thing, so I won't bother filming it again. Okay, left side done. Right side's finished. Okay, so now both doors are done. So yeah, that's the end of the video.